What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my review of the WLToys V343 Seaglede, and this is the quad here in this nice little storage case. And so let's check this thing out. This here is the Seaglede micro quadcopter. It's exactly the same as the WLToys V343 Pro. Yes, this quadcopter is identical to the V343 Pro. It's the same quadcopter. So what's the difference? The only difference is, well, the naming, of course. They named it the WLToys V343 Seaglede, and also it comes with this nice display case and a tiny transmitter. So I guess they cut costs by doing this, but actually this is a great deal for me. I like this setup better. The transmitter, you move this arm here and just you can remove it from the display case, the storage case. Top goes back on, really nice. This transmitter isn't bad. It's pretty precise if you can get used to the small size, and it does have shoulder buttons for the flips over here, and this is the changing of the rates. It has 3 rates, and so it has the side flying trim and forward and back trim, but that's all you really need to get this thing flying. It really doesn't need the yaw trim too much. Usually the accelerometer and gyro takes care of that pretty well. This transmitter takes 2 AA batteries. Now the quadcopter is a really nice flying quadcopter. It's a V343 Pro basically, so it hovers the same flight characteristics. It has the same deep pitch and nice yaw rate. The yaw rate is constant. So the yaw rate doesn't change between rates, but it's a nice yaw rate. To me, it's not too fast, not too slow. It's just right. It could be a little faster, but I can get away with doing funnels and flying nice circuits with it because of the pitch, the deep pitch that it has. More than makes up for the yaw rate, but the yaw rate isn't bad. So a pretty nice flying quadcopter. This thing is really fast. I only have 2 problems with this quadcopter. So the first thing that I have, the con that I have with this quadcopter is that the colors. Now I had this quadcopter, the Seaglede, in red before. I also had the V343 Pro in red. So this is the first time I deviated from my red color scheme with this quadcopter. The darker versions, it also comes in black, but the darker colors of this quadcopter, the LEDs don't show up well. Mainly the red LEDs don't show well through the black and the blue of this color of the quadcopter. The blue LEDs are no problem. They light up pretty well, but the red LEDs are hard to see. You can't see them at all looking from the top when it's lit. But it really hampers the ability to fly this thing as a night flyer. So I would say, depending on what color you get, it's not going to be a night flyer if you get a darker color. If you get the red color, it's a nice night flyer because the red LED shows up really bright, and the blue LEDs, no problem with that across all the other colors that they have. So it comes with a 300 milliamp hour battery. I never even removed the battery or anything from out of the packaging because I had this quadcopter a few times already. So it comes with a 300 milliamp hour battery, an extra set of spare props, a USB charging cable, and also another thing that I thought was kind of funny. The instructions manual was this tiny thing here. it was really folded up like that, and it was in the battery compartment of the transmitter. So I was wondering where the heck the manual was at, and it turned out to be inside this thing. So a really nice flyer this thing is. I really love this quadcopter. This quadcopter is really sentimental to me because this is the quadcopter that I credit with me learning how to fly on, because it wasn't my first quadcopter, but this was the first one that I really went crazy with and flew it in the house and really learned how to fly a quadcopter with it. Then I got the Yizon X4, and I learned to do bank turns with that one. But for the most part, this one I learned how to fly on, how to hover and, you know, make my little sliding turns and all. I learned how to fly with this thing. So, well, it was the V343 Pro, but technically it's the same quadcopter. So the accessories that come with this quadcopter, it comes with this flimsy little prop guard. This thing is pretty much useless. After probably the third or fourth crash, you're probably going to snap one of the ends of it. It's probably going to break really quick. And then it comes with a set of spare props. It comes with a USB charging cable and a 300 milliamp hour battery. I haven't even removed any of this stuff from the packaging because I had this quadcopter numerous times already. So I didn't even need to take any of this stuff out. So yeah, let's go check it out in flight now. Okay, so this is the indoor flight demo of the WLToys V343 Seaglede, and we're going to be using the stock transmitter, which is this little tiny thing here. Acts like it doesn't want to bind. Let's try it again. Quadcopter doesn't want to bind to the transmitter. Okay, so this is the indoor flight demo of the WLToys V343 Seaglede. We're going to be using the stock transmitter here. It doesn't seem to want to bind with the transmitter. Okay, for some reason it wants to bind to the transmitter from this guy here, the Eachine 8943. So I guess we're gonna fly it with that transmitter. Actually is a better transmitter for it. Let's check it out. First off, I want to show you guys, I don't think I mentioned it in the review portion, the little landing feet there. You can see them spinning as it's in hover. So pretty cool effect. I usually take those off after I have the quadcopter for a while. I fly it around without those on, but they're pretty nice. It's a really stable aircraft. Hands off hover there. Little throttle management needed. Let's see, the lights toggle on and off, but you can barely see those red lights on here. Red LEDs don't show up well through the this color, the dark blue color. We're on low rate, so this is the pitch. Okay, we're on mid rates now. This is the pitch. Or actually, let's go back to low rates because I didn't show you guys the yaw rate. This is the yaw rate. So that's the yaw on low rates. This is mid rates here. This is the pitch. Pretty decent pitch there. And this is the yaw. The yaw pretty much stays the same on it. So just enough to fly nice easy circuits. And so now we're on high rates now. The yaw is the same, but the pitch gets a lot deeper. So this aircraft is a lot faster, and using pitch You can actually get it to bank turn pretty well. If you need to do a tight turn, you can bank it like that. Let's see that again. I don't know if it was on camera. So you can see you can bank it. You can do funnels with it. So we're on high rates. Let's test the flipping now. So it flips nice. Nice flipping aircraft. Little wobble on the recovery on the side flip. That one was nice. Usually if it's enough throttle already on, if it's a nice position of throttle, it'll flip better. If you're low on throttle, like the aircraft is descending when you do the flip, then you'll get a wobble. So pretty nice flying aircraft. It banks well. A really nice flyer outdoors, but this thing can pick up speed really fast. It has a pretty decent LVC warning on it. So you can see a bank turning funnel here. Pretty nice flyer. I learned to fly on this thing. The yaw rate isn't that fast, but you can still maneuver it, and if you know how to do bank turns. So I think because I learned on this aircraft here, this quadcopter really developed my style of flying. My style of flying being mainly using high pitch, fast forward flight, and banking turns. And I had to do that because this aircraft doesn't have a fast yaw rate. So, and I was learning to fly indoors. So I learned how to do banking turns in order to get me around those tight turns indoors. Still trying to get over this cold here. But let's fly this thing into the LVC warning so we can get an idea of what the LVC warning is like, how much time we get. Try to do a lot of flips to accelerate the LVC warning. Or accelerate the battery drainage. Step back and give us a little more room to fly. Maybe I could do some figure 8s or something. Looks like it's getting a little weak now. So I actually toggled off the LED. And with the stock transmitter, the little small one, you can't toggle off the LEDs. I don't know what's going on with that stock transmitter. I actually didn't fly with that since I got it. And for some reason, it's not binding to the transmitter. So I can say I never binded it to the transmitter before, so I didn't notice if it had that problem or not. And that's the LVC warning along with my alarm clock on my phone. So that's it. The WLToys V343 Seaglede. Thanks for watching.